What is going on, people of the YouTube community? I am back with another episode of For My Culture, and I have chosen to review Robin Thicke's 2021 release, On Earth and in Heaven. At this point in time, if you don't know who Robin Thicke is and you're in 2021, you have been sleeping under a big Patrick Star rock. Everybody knows him from his smash hit singles, from his bomb features, and just from the fact that his vocals are just gorgeous, and everybody just knows Robin Thicke. Like, it's not even an argument. Who does not know Robin Thicke? Who? I haven't really heard that much talks about this project. I saw that it was in the new releases category. Of course, I found it interesting, but nobody has been talking about this whatsoever. And Robin Thicke is the type of artist where he does not change his style up that much. Like, whatever he was doing back in 2004, 2008, whatever, he's still prevalent in doing in his current bodies of work now. So this album was kind of like a reminiscence feeling, because I just remember his dope singles, like his hit with T.I. and Pharrell Williams. Like, that's what the mood from that song kind of had me implemented about the mood for this whole project. So I found it pretty cool, but I found it like a little disappointing that nobody was talking about it. So me saying that is very representative of what I was listening to with this project. You had many tracks on here that gave me some reminders of his ballads. You gave me some tracks on here that gave me some reminders that he has some great vocals, and nobody can take that away from him. I love the way he still implements his salsa percussion ensemble techniques with the production, and his Latin grooves is just still the same. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna change up, and that's fine. Don't change something that's not broken. So I find that pretty cool. I like to say that some of my favorite tracks on this is like Out of My Mind or Look Easy, or even what was the other one? That's What Love Can Do, the outro track. There was maybe a few tracks here and there that kind of was a snooze fest. Robin Thicke is more of this. The content of Robin Thicke is always female oriented. You know, he's always talking about females and girls, and that's really about it. Taking them out on dates, how he wants to treat them. It's kind of the same old stereotypical stuff. Now, some of those tracks worked, but at the same time, there was some other tracks where it was a little bit of just like, eh. And those tracks to me personally was Beautiful, the Things You Do For Me, and Take Me High. No, Forever Mine. Those tracks was ballads, but they was just snooze fest ballads. I couldn't really enjoy them to the fullest extent like I did the other tracks. That's the one thing I can say about this album, is it was kind of like a roller coaster. He did a good job with the pacing and with the sequencing of where he wanted the tracks to be, and how like fast or slow he wanted the pacing of each track to be when you're transitioning into the next one. For example, Beautiful into Look Easy, those tracks was completely different when it came to tempos, but he paced them and he sequenced them to the fact where it's like he can give you a ballad and then he'll take you back up a notch. And then he kept the pacing the same with Look Easy from Take Me Higher, which Take Me Higher, I don't think I've really enjoyed the disco graphic of that track. And it wasn't like it was outdated or anything. It's just I didn't really find the track that cool, or I didn't find it that interesting. But it was not a bad track, far from it. It's just I don't really care for disco type production like that. Unfortunately, the one thing I can say about the sequencing with this project is there was too many on and off moments. It kind of reminded me of this anime series, Hunter x Hunter, where it's like the first season is dope, and then the second season is the third season is dope, the fourth season is the fifth season is dope half, and then the second part is It kind of gave me that feeling where it's too up and down. Like, I get the sequencing was like important, but he could have sequenced it with better songs. Or not, that's disrespectful. He could have sequenced it with, I don't know, I just didn't care for those. I didn't care for some of those tracks every time we went like down or when we went up. Like, from Gorgeous to The Things You Do, I love Gorgeous. I really like Gorgeous. But the Things You Do for me, I didn't care for that track at all. But then he brought me back up with Out of My Mind. I love that one. But then I didn't really like Beautiful that much. It was a slow ballad, and it was like, it was a crooning fest. It was more of a, it felt simpish. It felt real simpish. It felt too simpish for Robin Thicke, as a matter of fact. Beautiful was just 5 minutes of my time that was just, I didn't like it. It was too much crooning for me. But then Look Easy, like, I find that track cool. I like the cockiness of Look Easy. I really like that track. But then Take Me Higher, that disco feeling, it just put me back down again. And then Forever Mine, I thought was cool. It wasn't that great. It was cool. And then I love the outro. That's What Love Can Do. That's a good ballad. That was actually the only good ballad that worked for me on this entire album. I found myself humming and singing like the background melodies and the vocal lines to it. Like, I thought that track was pretty cool. We all know Robin Thicke has good vocal patterns, and he has a outstanding voice. He even displayed that perfectly on Gorgeous. It was just a track with him, it was an a cappella track, him using background harmonies and stuff for like 40 seconds, and that was cool. It was like a cool little interlude. But then it went to The Things You Do For Me, and it was kind of a letdown. But overall, I really enjoyed this project. I'm going back to it a lot. It's a mood album. This is more of a romance project. Something that if you wanted to take somebody out on a date, I think this is the perfect car ride album to listen to while you're on the way to wherever y'all about to do or whatever y'all about to do. So overall, I can say that this was a good Robin Thicke project. Now, I haven't really listened to his previous bodies of work, so I can't even compare. But based off of the singles and from the hits and everything that he's been done in the past decades or past years or whatever, this felt like Robin Thicke. Like, the essence of this album felt like Robin Thicke. Like, there was nothing that was too experimental or too out there and made it seem like, whoa, what are you doing, bro? It was really just Robin Thicke doing what Robin Thicke does best, with the salsa percussion ensembles and with the gleaming harmonics. It was Robin Thicke. And I think that this album does not deserve to be slept on as much as it is. If you like all his other previous stuff, I think that you would like this album. And if this review came off just a little bit bland, I mean, there's not really much I can diagnose and break down with this type of project because, like I said, Robin Thicke kind of sticks to a formula that's been working for him very well. And it's kind of like the same old, same old. So I really don't have anything that constructive to say. But I will say that constructively wise, he's doing what he's doing best, and it's not really failing him. I think that the fact that it aged well even into 2021 is pretty outstanding. That's pretty cool. I want younger kids and younger people that hasn't really been accustomed to Robin Thicke that much. I want them to kind of take this and I want them to indulge into this project, and then it makes them want to go back. Because like I said, Robin Thicke, he's a stigma. He's a sticker in the game. We all know who he is. At this point, I think he should really be called a legend because, I mean, nobody else does Robin Thicke like Robin Thicke. And he has a lane that I don't think any or much people can really kind of touch. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. We out.